Man, I still can't find how to find the chat on this. It's ridiculous. Don't know what is going on. It's no good, man. If I can't find a chat, there's no point doing this. Someone's in here anyway, so hello, whoever that is. I don't know who it is. I'm trying to do it on my iPad as well. Oh, Chris Lang. Oh, here we go. There you go. Cheers, mate. It's just popping up now, so maybe that's what I was doing wrong. I can only do it in this orientation for some reason, so there we go. Such is life. I hope you're doing well, Chris. So yeah, I'm just in the shed. Gonna do a bit of tinkering. Let's sort that out. Sweet. Yeah, gonna do a bit of tinkering with the Rolalo, which is a stretch Rolalo, which will be coming to Rossa. Yeah, let's have a quick look down here. You see that all right? Just about. It's a shame I can't do it landscape, but for some reason it keeps telling me the orientation doesn't work. So there you go. Obviously new to this, so you just bear with me while I try and sort stuff out. Chris said to me that you can go on to like a different device and it should just come up with your live stream, but it's just not coming up with anything. I don't know why. Yeah, weird. So just have to bear with me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's pretty sucky, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Sweet. So I'll turn that down. The Angry Chipolata. Yes, that is indeed what it is, mate. It's furious. I don't know if you've seen the videos from Rossa with Phil driving one of these bad boys, about 135 mile an hour, just for a basic hobby wing type setup. So what we are putting in it, one of these bad boys. Oh yeah, and I've got a cool TP, but it's a 4060, so it's good. It's going to be proper powerful. 1950 kV, so should be an absolute ripper. Yeah. Nice one, Chris. Nice one for watching the video. So what I'm just going to what I did is I took it all out to put into my other car, the Limitless open wheel. So I did all that, and that's up here. So now that is literally nothing in it now. So that's just a roller. So the plan is for this, as you may have seen on my video, is to take all the back end and the front end out, because this has got like the GP5 diffs in it and stuff. I'm going to put that into the GT and put the other V1 stuff into this. And if I could get some electronics, I'll run that one as well. So yes, mate. Yes, mate. Here we go. So yeah, plan was just literally to just put this back together. And I thought while I'm doing it, I might as well get a few of you gang on board, which is cool. Yeah, it's just a shame I can't go. I go this way with it. It just says orientation is locked. Rotate device back. So I don't know does that even work? Does that shut it off? I'm just watching on my iPad now because it's got a bit of a delay. No, that's just made me go sideways. All right, mate, that don't work. I'll suss it out. I'll get there. Teething issues, right? There are people in here. Mixter. I have 1.27k subs on my YouTube channel. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I'm trying to get there myself. Mosen, hello, how you doing, mate? So yeah, I'm just literally just going to put these bits back in the Rolalo. So an idea like these are the, special little piece. So it's all bespoke. The chassis is an extended chassis. So I'll give you an idea of how big. So that's like your standard Rolalo 917 chassis. So that was the donor vehicle. And that's the stretch one. So if you put that up against that, there's quite a size difference. But yeah, this is all bespoke. So we had these built. Phil had these cut and drilled for us. And then these front pieces on there as well. So they are proper weapons. And when we went to Rossa, we weren't sure how they were going to do, but with the WR body on, they ran, I mean, it ran so straight, it was ridiculous. Now the only problem with it is obviously the tyres. It did have a few blowouts and stuff like that, so I think we're going to have to sort of try different tyre options, stuff like that, BSRs. We've got Corrali foams, which we haven't really tried at really high speed, so we're going to give that a try. So yeah, let's just start putting all these bits in. So what's everyone up to today then? Anything good? Anything RC? Messing around? I know Chris has been out with his X-Max, ripping with his mates, so I bet he's had fun. Right, so let's put this bad boy in. So obviously, dual lock is your friend when you're putting together cars like this, because obviously it's, you know, it sticks really well and just locks these components down big time. So, I mean, I'll just show you, like this XLX2, we've got to sit this back quite far, obviously to give us room for the batteries and stuff. But yeah, I'll do it on here because I don't want to damage the car. We go right up against the edge there like that, and literally, it's a bit of work to get it down, but once it's down, so you hear it click in place, and that is it. That is not coming off. So yeah, dual lock is really useful in these cars, especially. Use dual lock, not double-sided tape, because obviously if you change your mind on an ESC, you just got to put a bit of dual lock on the bottom of it and it clicks straight down. Obviously with the double-sided tape, you've got to take all of that residue and resin and all that crap off, so it can be a bit of a nightmare. Jack, hi, I appreciate this is your live, but you mind talking a little quieter as I'm trying to go to sleep? All right, bruv. I'll talk really quietly for you. All right, Jack? Is that all right, mate? Anyway, so that's that in. Super easy, right? And then we're just going to wang the motor in. So what's anyone up to much? Where you from? What you doing? Oh, that's all right, Jack. You have a nice little sleep, mate. All right. So yeah, this is Stretch Rolalo. Phil's got one going to Rossa. This one's going to Rossa. Yeah, they're proper beasts. So you want to look back on the videos and just see them running. We had a few sessions down at our track, but it's so thin, that place. It's scary. They're scary cars to drive because they can be a little bit fidgety until they get going. But yeah, once they're going, they seem to track real straight. So, but yeah, they're definitely a runway car. Let's just say that. I'm not sure that's going to fit on there very well, to be honest. Might have to go on backwards. Let's see how that works. No, that's not going to work. Also, there's a fat base on that, so, and there's no room in there for it to sit inside. Never fear. It just means we've got to overgear the hell out of it. I feel like you've resumed your normal talking level, so I must leave. Ta-ta, Jack. Take care, mate. You go and have a nice little snooze, yeah? Bless him. Right, so pin in here. It's a bit of a meaty one. It's a 41, but you know, nothing wrong with overgearing the hell out of it, as Phil always complains. I'm still debating layout for GT. As soon as I figure it out, I can put her together. So what are you thinking about then, Chris? What sort of layout are you looking at? What sort of electronics? It'd be good to know. And then if it's a single motor GT, I mean, you've got literally loads of room. If I just get mine down, I can show you. Obviously, if you've got a dual, then you run out of room real fast. So, but if it's just a single motor, you've got loads of room. Yeah, look. So look, I mean, there's literally loads of room in there. So obviously you've got the bigger can there, the 4070. There's a difference between that and the 4060. XLX2, room for large amount of batteries, GPS, yeah, loads. There's just loads. Single motor, but I've got dual mount for future. So I'm trying to figure as a single to then expand. Yeah, cool. So obviously your dual mount's going to come the same outside this way. So that shouldn't be too bad. You've still got room for a big ESC, big motor, all the way back. Is it a Scorch chassis, mate? Because if it, well, I mean, it's no different like GT. I suppose if you're GTing with just the side skirts, then you might have issues with sort of bits down there and stuff like that. But if it's a dual mount, you're still coming out to there, so you've got room for the batteries up here, little receiver box, all that kind of stuff. Oh, this is a cool strobe Neil in one of the chats put me onto. Okay, it's mad. I'm not going to show it to the camera because it's proper bright, and every time I put it on, it just blinds me. But yeah, that's going to work really well, I reckon. Because obviously with Rossa, you're going to be driving. I mean, some of the guys there drive 300, 400 meters up the road, and obviously you need a strobe on the front to be able to even see where the front of the car is. So that's why that's on there. But I think that might work all right. I'm going to take it up our track and do some testing because it's, you know, it's a good 400 meters there, so we should be able to see what's going on. Yeah, Scorch chassis. Why is that hot anyway? Let's do maybe 2028 1700. Yeah, that'd be a nice setup, mate. What sort of speed are you looking for in that, man? Right, let's get this back up here and carry on with what we're actually doing. So yeah, this little Lalo's cool, man. Phil, my partner in crime, bit of a genius. You've seen the videos, but he's put this whole 1/8 drivetrain through there. So it's like 1/8 armor, dog bones running there, and then Scorch cups, and then this cool little piece in the middle, little spool type thing. But yeah, I mean, it works really well. And it wasn't set up like that for when we went to Rossa last time. It had all like the little dog bones in, the little 1/10 ones. So, and it still managed to hold up at a 135. So we have got high hopes for these little bad boys. So fingers crossed. But then we shall see. You never know until you get on there and start running it. I'd love to get 200 as a single, then go dual, but initially aim is 160. I'm in no rush. That's the best way, mate. It's all about testing, isn't it? Keep on pushing it and trying different options and getting quicker and quicker. There's no way when we went last year, there's no way we thought, well, I didn't think I'd be coming back with a 150 cap. Now, a lot of that was thanks to Warren, who lent me some pretty sweet batteries. And that really helped me. So yeah, nothing but love for Warren, legend. Man, that pinion's massive. All right, I'm just going to put it in for now, but I might have to reassess that, man. That's an absolute beastie. Anyway, let's just put it on for this live anyway, and we'll come up with something different. But I think, yeah, maybe see how it goes in there, all right? Maybe like a, I don't know, 39, 36, something like that. But yeah, that's on there. See, it's got 32 spool on it. Jason Guns, what is your top PB? I did 152 at Rossa round 2 last year with my open wheel Limitless, which was all right. Like I said, I was quite pleased to come away with that, and nice to get 3 caps on the first event we went to. Now I know now it's going to become a little bit difficult, isn't it? Like, you know, now I've got to try and get the 175 caps. You've got to get another 25 mile an hour on top. So it is going to be a challenge, but I think now I've gone to a GT, obviously you've got better aeros and all that kind of stuff. And I think with some decent batteries, it might go all right. I mean, that 2200 4070 CM with some decent batteries should do all right, I'm thinking. So yeah, we shall see. That's a little bit tight, isn't it? Don't be wanting a tight mesh. So yeah, I would say, Chris, 200 with a single is an absolutely huge challenge. Now we know one of our good friends, Chris College. He's he's been gunning for 200 for a fair while, getting extremely close. I think one guy's done it. I can't remember his name, but yeah, one guy's done it. But yeah, that is a challenge. Now I know Phil's got his dual, and he's now converted to like 2 XLX2s, and 2 of the same motor. I've got the 4070 CM, so he potentially is going to have an extremely fast car, which is should be awesome to watch. And yeah, as before, we'll be getting loads of footage while we're there, and we try and do I can do sort of editing while I'm there, which is quite cool. What's this? So is it best to have a bigger pinion or spur gear? Well, man, there's lots to talk about with regards to sort of gearing and stuff like that. Now, you know, if you've got a smaller spur and you're putting bigger pinions on, yeah, it's gonna be quicker, but then you're gonna add a lot more heat, yeah, potential for the things going wrong. So yeah, overgearing can be a little bit much on the car. So yeah, it's all about being clever with your gearing, with the spur and the pinion, really. So you can go small with the spur and high with the pinion, but then you're going to get a lot of issues with that. So yeah, you know, a lot of speedrunners don't even talk to people about their gearing, because obviously they're trying to do their own thing, which is fair enough. So yeah, there we go. Just plug the bad boy in. So yeah, it's my first time doing a live. So yeah, sorry it's a little bit sketchy. And yeah, I didn't really want to do it with the orientation it's in. I would have preferred to have gone landscape, really, but I don't know how to do it. I did try, but I just couldn't get my head around it. So I'm just going to leave it for now and just carry on doing what I'm doing. So yeah, like I said, it'd be good to get this little ripper back together, because these are quite unique little cars, and to have 2 of them running would be awesome. I tried to sort of reach out to Rolalo as well and sort of say to them that we're running these sort of bespoke cars, and I'm not trying to get free stuff. Well, I suppose I am trying to get something free, but I just want like a banner or something that we can put in our little pit area, just to sort of advertise Rolalo and show sort of what we're doing with their cars. It'd be quite cool. I'm trying to do the same with Radio Master as well, because those radios we've sort of advertised all the time. I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, but you know, we get on with them really well. They're great radios. There's so much you can do with them, and all the launch control runs off that, and the range is really good. So we found them perfect. I got like one example in one of our videos with Phil at Rosser, and it was actually his Rolalo doing his first 8S run, I think it was, and the launch was completely wrong. It was all over the place, stuff like that. So literally with the Radio Master, just send it all the way back up, and you can just change your launch control on the fly, easy. Then obviously with like a perfect pass launch control, you have to bring the car back in, change the setting, turn the power off, or siphon the power on the ESC, and then take it out and sort of hope it works all right again. But I mean, that's what I really like about them. They're pretty awesome. So yeah, all good. Back down to the car. We're back down there. Hear me now. Right, so that's in. Cable ties, obviously your friend as well. Always useful to tidy stuff up. I've never used to be such a sort of anal person about cables and stuff, but since Phil's come into my life, that man is ridiculous about cabling, which is great. I mean, all his cars look super clean, super tidy. But yeah, it's kind of rubbed off on me a little bit. But there you go. Such is life. So yeah. So then we've got the XLX2 cable there, which is running into the Quick Connect. So that obviously runs into there. Then you have this, which comes out of your receiver box. So then you can quickly just plug in and do your logs and stuff without having to open it up and plug into the receiver and do all that sort of stuff. So that's super helpful, which is awesome. Jason, I ran a 138 with a 34 spur and 36 pinion. I don't know why people don't speak about gearing. Basic 8S Castle with a 1650. 36 pinion. I mean, you could probably come up on the pinion a little bit with that, I reckon, mate. Yeah, I reckon, man. I mean, I don't know why people don't... Well, I do know why people don't talk about the gearing, especially when they're sort of getting to the top of the game. Because, obviously, they want to keep being the top of the game. And that's cool. You know, each their own, man. So I think we're going to wang this. I can't remember how we did this before. I think we may have done it underneath to keep it super tidy. I freak out about it getting caught up in all the drivetrain, but I think if we cable tie it up, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, I know we do lots of running videos and stuff like that, but I wanted to try and start doing a few more bits where I'm sort of chatting more with you guys. I do not understand your question. I'm pretty sure I said you could probably go up a few more teeth on your pinion, mate. So you could go up to like a 39, give that a run. I mean, how long's your road? Are you allowing the car to breathe? Are you what I mean by that is, are you allowing the launch to get right to the top, so you're 100%, and then the car to breathe and then gain a bit more from the batteries? What sort of length are you running? Right. Stop faffing, Android. We've got 33 people in here. That's quite cool. I actually thought I'd end up with about 2 people in here, so respect. I'm over 6,000 foot of running smooth road. It's about a mile long. Yeah, that's cool, mate. So yeah, I would just, it's like anything, mate, just keep persevering, keep sort of tinkering, changing a few bits. That's all we do, mate. Unfortunately, the road we're at, we've got to walk like half a mile to get there, so we can't take lots and lots of stuff with us. So we kind of set up and just go and see what that setup does. And then we'll rethink it and then come home and then set it up for the next time we go. Which, yeah, that's just what we do. That's just what we have to do with what we've got, I suppose, isn't it? So just go up on opinion, mate. That's what I would do first. Just go up a couple of teeth. See what sort of speed that gives you. Are you running logs and stuff like that as well? You got an, you say you got an XLX2? Can't remember. Oh, you said full castle system, yeah. So yeah, if you're running logs, you better see sort of what you're able to sort of keep on going up to or whatever. Do you know what I mean? All right, that's pretty cool. Look, Phil, if you're watching, this is tidy, mate. You'd be proud. Anyway, so who else is in here? Anyone want to say hi? 30 people in here now watching, which is unreal. Like I said in my last video, I find it's always, I mean, I have got like 600 odd subscribers, but I still find it mind-bending that anyone would want to watch me and Phil being absolute prats. But there you go. Never done, man. I am, don't worry, Android. Nice one, mate. Yeah, shame Phildo's not in here today. Not sure what he's doing. I was going to try and get him to come round and do a video about the Radio Master and put in the range extender on, but he's I think he's with his missus for the weekend, which is fair enough. Right, there we go. It's a receiver box. This is where things get messy. So we've got their light. Bad boy. Right, so that'd be that bad boy. That is the servo. Dude Imperfect, what are you working on? This is a stretched Rolalo, mate. So it was a 917. Well, it's got 917 back, front end. And this is a bespoke chassis we've had built. So it's extended. Is everything loose? Are we going to drop everything? So I'll show you what I did when I started the live. I'm literally watching. Never Done Man. Is that Phil? Are you under a different name, Philip? Or Never Done Man and Judging the Wiring? That's got to be Phil, isn't it? What's he doing? Playing with me. So yeah, so that's the stretched. That's the original chassis. So yeah, proper stretched out, and they run lovely, man. John Reinhardt, morning. You and Phil have a great show. Keep it up from Canada. Respect, John. Hear me now. Legend. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate everyone taking the time to comment and watch and all of that palaver. A Never Done Man. Yes, as I work in it is Phil. Phildo! Easy now, Phil. What are you doing? Why aren't you round here doing a video about the Radio Master? You naughty little man. Anyway. Right, so. Oh no, Phil's watching now. It's like pressure for wiring, isn't it? He's not going to like this next bit where I just stuff it all in here. That's for my cool little light as well. That's quite nice, isn't it? So we'll get that bad boy in there. Dual lock in here as well, just to hold the receiver in place. Right, awesome. So yeah, it's we are nearly sorted. So yeah, only a little job today. I've got a major job of changing all the front end, back end on 2 cars. That's a bit of a bummer, but it'll be worth it. It just means I'll get the better sort of upgraded V2 diffs in the GT car. Oh man, this is gone to shit already, isn't it? Right, that is sweet. Let's get the light one in there. That is sweet. Where's everyone else from then? No, John's in Canada. Respect, John. What's the weather like in Canada? Cold? I suspect it probably is, dude. Right, so. Sorry, man. Just trying to concentrate. It's only because I know Phil's watching and he's going to be judgy. Right, okay, that's cool. As ever, it's just a stuff job. Doesn't have to look pretty when the lid's on, does it? Phil. Right, sweet. There we go, methinks. John, -6 and snowing. Jesus. I mean, it's been like -4 overnight here. But no snow. We had a bit of snow the other day, but it was just crap snow. It literally came down and melted within like half an hour. It's crap. Kids can go and enjoy it. I remember growing up, back in the olden days, growing up, we used to have snow like every winter. Let's not get into a debate about global warming, shall we? That's not what we're here for. So that's cool. Oh. That's on there. Tidy. Let's just make sure we haven't pinched anything. No, we're all good. So then obviously, yeah, so that's where the link goes. So you literally bit of dual lock on there, and then when you come to do your logs, you just plug it straight in there. Easy peasy. Proper useful there. So the last thing I want to do is over 2 foot of snow. Nice. So what do you do when it's doing that then, John? Do you go out or go sledging, build a snowman, all of that nonsense, or you're so used to it you just stay in? Right, so I'm hoping, yeah, that's all cool, man. Look at that. Right. Fildo. Is that all right? It's not bad, is it, mate? Look, dude. Jason Guns. The reason I spoke about gears is because you can know the fastest gears. If you don't have the skill set to go that fast, you will spend more money fixing your car. Yeah, I agree, mate. You know, it's all about... That's why me and Phil are really lucky with this road. It's all about trigger time. Do you know what I mean? Even though it's quite a thin road, which makes it a bit tricky for this little psycho wagon. But like the bigger cars that track really straight, it's we get loads of trigger time, man. It's yeah, it's wicked. We're very lucky. John Reinhardt, work on RCs. John Reinhardt, I'm building my own version of a stretch Rolalo. Yes, John. How are you doing that, mate? Have you made like your own chassis and stuff? What you could be running in it as well? Right. So that is that bad boy. I do need some Scorch battery buckles because I robbed 2 of them to go in the GT. But yeah, that is that bad boy. I think... Oh, I should have brought a battery in, shouldn't I? We could have fired it up. I'm alright leaving you guys literally for a couple of minutes and I'll just go and grab a battery and then we can fire it up. Oh, actually. Oh no, I can't be asked. Don't worry about that. Anyway, that is it. Last thing to do is make sure with all my wiring done that the lid actually goes on, because they're pretty tight, these bad boys, but they are an awesome body, like so. I've seen 198 Marlboro in real life. I've seen a one-day drag racer win first place because he had a fast response time. Yeah, man. I can't remember what the fastest was when we went to Rosser. Phil, do you remember? I know Dave from Scorch was there, but I don't think I'm not sure round 2 he got anything like huge numbers. Yeah, I can't remember. We saw some like definite high 190s. So yeah, this easy now. So yeah, this is why the chassis is so good on this. Look, like it's literally built to fit all the way around. So yeah, pucker. I mean, maybe if we're at Rosser, a bit of tape on the sides, and that's all it's going to need. It doesn't really need it. Well, it might need it on the front a little bit, but once the body pins, you push them down even more and lock the body pins in, it's proper planted. So yeah, it is an absolute beast, and we are looking forward to seeing what they can do at Rosser. They're going to be real good. So yeah, that's going to be my. I think me and Phil were talking about doing like the first day running the GTs and then having a Rosser, a Rolalo day or Rolalo morning. So we'll just keep on sending them out. I'll probably send out go 6S first time, and then see what that does just to warm her up, and then whack her out on 8S. See what that does. Sean Robinson, Andy, would you like to go out bashing? Oh, Andy, would like to go out bashing with you and Phil at some point. We've met before, bought some bits off you. Oh, all right, mate. How you doing? Yeah, we'd be up for that. What sort of place are you thinking of? You're quite local to me, aren't you? I think. What was I saying? Yeah, I mean we do a bit of bashing. I've still got the Poo Box, which is an Armour 3S, but well, I mean it runs 4S. It's got all the metal sort of business inside. The shell has seen better days. It's been absolutely trash, but it is a skate park weapon, that thing. And Phil's got a big rock and a Notorious now. I do need to in a few months invest in like a better basher, I think, because this thing has seen much better days. But obviously at the moment just concentrating on the speedrun cars. So as we know, that can get pretty expensive, right? Big time. So John is building his Stretch Rolaro carbon fibre using Creighton 8S rear axle shafts. It's shorter than yours. Castle 1721 2400 max 20 ESC. Mate, that sounds cool. That sounds cool, mate. That sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. Good motor for that as well, 2400. I mean, mine's only a 1950. I'm not sure what Phil's got on his. Phil, if you're still on here, dude, Phildo, what motor have you got in your Rolalo? I can't remember. Is it like a Hobbywing or something? Oh no, you went Castle, didn't you? So yeah, Phil's got a Castle in his as well. I just can't remember what it was. Sean Robinson, yeah, 5 minutes from you, mate. Got a Creighton. Yes, 6S, is it? That's cool, mate. What I'll do, are you part of the Facebook group? Because if you are, we should try and arrange something on there, mate. There's a few other people on there. Andrew Locke, I think, we used to go out with. He started sort of coming out again. So, yeah, we're gonna have a bash. That'd be fun. Always good to launch the car somewhere. Maybe a skate park or something. What do you reckon? Or just a field? Or I mean, I've got a ramp. I could bring a ramp. We could launch off there. Sean Robinson, 6S, and yes, wife is. Wife is what? I just made Jason Guns. I just made a roller board for my winter project. I'm able to ensure I get 100% on the trigger and check my drivetrain out. I'm only running 4S and 3S because I'm in the house. Jesus, mate. I think my missus would kick the living shit out of me if I did that in my house. Which is why I've got the Sheddy, to be honest. You know what I mean? And it's quite nice. It means I can sort of get away and do some wrenching, do stuff like this now, which is cool because, you know, like I said before, it's nice to do our sort of videos where we're out running and doing all that, those bits and bobs. But it's nice to sort of do stuff like this as well, like the video I did the other day in the shed, and yeah, it seems quite cool. So for my first live, it's not been too bad. I mean, I still can't work out how to go landscape, not portrait. because every time I turn it landscape, it just turns me sideways on there, on the live feed, and I don't know why. I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue. Jason Guns. That is why I'm single. Yes, mate. RC will always be around. Fair enough, dude. You know that. Right. So that is the Rolalo sorted, and that is now a runner, which is sweet. So we have now just got to sort out the absolute beastie. So we've got to sort this bad boy out next, which, like I said, we've got to take all the arms off the other one. Man, my Jesus. So this is like one lot of running, my perfect pass front splitter. Man, I think I need to bring the height up on the front a little bit. In fact, no, what I need, and Phil said on our video, is some perfect pass springs on the front. I just need to sort it out a little bit, really. But then if I'm taking the front end off of my V2, I've actually got that set up at a really nice height. I did the sort of James McCoy trick where you take the shocks apart and you put a couple of spacers inside the shocks. Then you don't have to use droop screws, because the perfect part, obviously it's metal, so the perfect pass arms, you're doing droop screws, you're gonna have to Loctite them and thread lock them, and that's just gonna be a nightmare. Whenever you want to sort of change the height, you're gonna have to put heat on it and do it, mate, it's a nightmare. So I just did that and it worked really well on that other car. So yeah, obviously for speed running, like I said, dual lock is your absolute friend. Cable ties, thread lock, using thread lock. One of these, let's run out of gas. One of these, just to burn it off. Not threading screw. I haven't threaded a screw, touch wood, in absolutely years now, because I just heat them up before I do it, rather than, you know, causing the problem. You just don't have to worry about it, which is great. So you have to use a regular camera, not the phone. Oh, is that true? So I've got to use a camera in order to go landscape. That's a bit sucky, isn't it? Well, I do sort of all my stuff on the phone, really. I will, once the channel gets bigger and, you know, stuff like that, I'll invest in some better equipment. But for now, I just use my phone, which is quite cool. I do, like, editing my videos, I just use like an app type thing, which, you know, they seem to come out all right. Jason, perfect pass springs are a game changer. I also did what James did as well. I used a bigger spacer, all my cars hug the road, perfect height on the front. Yeah, I found, like James did, two of those spacers that he had, those Dew Point or DU something spacers, they work really well, and it's perfect height. Great for a runway. Not as good for our road, a little bit bumpy here and there, but yeah, perfect, absolutely ideal. So that's what I'll do with that. I'll just take them off as they are. It's got the V2 Limitless, the open wheels, got perfect pass springs on the back. I gave the perfect pass springs on the front to Phil because that's when I had my broken wrist and I couldn't even get the springs on the front because I'd shortened them. There was so much tension in it. So I will get a set of them. And you never know, I might, when I take all the bits off of the GT and put the V1 bits onto the open wheel, I might well get some electronics and a motor and stuff and put it in there, maybe run it a Rossa. We shall see. Anyway, right, so that's it for my Duo Bro 532 plated. They're the ones. Awesome, Jason, nice one, mate. Well, that's gonna be it. First live was all right. Yes, no. Let me know in the comments, all of that palaver. Anyway, cheers for watching, guys. Take it easy. We'll see you soon.